Did you guys know kids can breathe easier with chiropractic? I know, it's a wow thing. And by no means do I think that every child that's suffering from asthma has a chiropractic problem. I don't think chiropractic is the panacea that's going to cure everything. But it sure makes a lot more sense to my brain that before I start putting in chemicals into my child, that I would try an approach that's a little bit more in tune with natural law. And it's a little bit simpler, if you will. Think of asthma as like having a vice, like a vice grip on the chest. And a lot of times when you see adults having asthma attacks, boy, it's scary. It's real scary. And I got to share with you, I've witnessed several children in my career have asthma attacks, babies, and it was one of the scariest things I've ever witnessed in my entire life. You know, the little baby turning blue, it's heartbreaking. And for parents, mortifying. And, you know, thank goodness we have bronchodilators to help open the bronchioles and corticosteroids to decrease the inflammation and mucus production. But if you think about it, it's not like this child that's suffering from asthma attacks has an insufficiency in, bronchodilator medication or has to have nebulizers to be normal. No, this is an abnormal situation. And as chiropractors, what we do is we check the upper back. So the upper back nerves affect the lungs, affect the bronchioles, and what are called the alveolar sacs inside the lungs. And if there's any nerve pressure at that particular spot in the spine, we make specific adjustments and put those bones back in their regular position. And once we've done that, the body's gonna do what the body's gonna do, and that is heal. The body's gonna heal like it was designed to. Now you gotta also remember a lot of kids who have postural issues, who are hunched over and bent forward like this, that they're also, this is vice-like on their lungs as well. So as we improve their posture with chiropractic, that mechanically there's more room for the lungs to do what they're supposed to do. Second thing we talked about was the nerves. If the lungs are not sending the right signal to the brain and the brain can't send the right signal to the lungs, we're going to be having issues. And eventually those issues are going to lead to symptoms like asthma. So through chiropractic, we can naturally decrease the inflammation and the mucus production. We can naturally cause the body to calm down the muscle spasms. I wanted to share with you, if you look over my shoulder here, it's a beautiful story about a family whose firstborn, they have 3 sons, but this was the firstborn, came to us at 1.5 years of age with terrible asthma attacks. You know, the father had put a special savings account just so he could take care of all the ER visits, the ambulance visits, the nebulizing treatments that were at the time saving his son's life. Well, a friend of theirs referred them to our clinic, and we checked him, and we checked Josiah, and he had a subluxation in that upper back. So we made a special adjustment. And I had the mom bring Josiah back that next day, which was a Friday, and I rechecked him. And he needed another adjustment, so we made a very specific adjustment. And mind you, he's not an adult. He was 1.5 years of age. He's a little guy. So the amount of pressure to get this bone back in place is about this much. Real gentle impulses. Fast forward the weekend, and Monday afternoon, Josiah and his dad came in, and his dad was a bit concerned. And he asked me, he says, "What did you do to my son?" And I shared with him what I've shared with you, that Josiah had a nerve that was being pinched in his upper back that was constricting the nerve communication to his lungs. And we removed it with a gentle, specific chiropractic adjustment. And the father said that was the first weekend since his son was born that he didn't have an attack. He did not have an asthma attack. And his father was a bit upset that no one had told him this before. And that's the purpose of this video, so that we can share these messages that there's a time and place for medicine, for steroids. But before you start adding chemicals to your children, maybe, just maybe, check their body, check their nervous system. Bring your child, your infant, to a qualified corrective care chiropractor, have them analyzed, and see if chiropractic is a fit for you and your family. Guys, please share this video. Please like and subscribe. There are people out there who are suffering and don't even know that there's an opportunity like corrective chiropractic care. Thank you.